Good morning, everyone. It is Monday today and it is a nice sunny morning, so that's put me into a good mood. I managed to get up just in time so I could squeeze in a run this morning. The reason why I talk about like my fitness routine as well in my business vlogs is because I truly believe that my fitness and my health has a huge impact on how productive I can be in my business. I really believe that if you don't have your health, then nothing else matters. And that's why my current business is in the health and fitness industry as well, just because I'm very passionate about it. Like, I just truly believe if you're not regularly exercising, eating healthy, looking after your body and mind, then just nothing else matters. And part of my fitness routine is not just because it's, good for my body and mind, but also it's a good practice of my self-discipline as well, because again, in the world of business, I believe that if you don't have self-discipline, then you're not really going to get far. So that's why I sort of report on how well I'm going with my fitness journey, because for my health and to just practice that daily self-discipline. It's pretty warm today. I'm like sweating just standing here. If you are new to my channel, hi, I'm Tina. I am currently documenting my journey of growing my small business, which is an online store, while I work a 9-to-5 as a product manager. So this week, I'm feeling really pumped and focused, and I don't know if it's because I'm feeling fresh after the weekend. It's Monday morning, anything seems possible, and I guess I'll just see how I go and see if I can keep up the momentum when I'm feeling tired after days of working in my day job. This week I feel like I've got this ideal routine in my mind, and I haven't really given it a fair go to see if it's actually a realistic routine or not. For example, with my work, trying to get business work done on top of my day job, my basic routine is from Monday to Thursday. Every evening, I do 2 hours of solid focus work to help grow my business. Friday is kind of like my day off from business work, so I'll just get some urgent work done during lunchtime or something like that. And then Saturday is where I've dedicated 6 hours of work, so I'm going from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. with an hour break, lunch break in between. So getting 6 hours of solid work done, and then just a little bit of like admin work on Sunday morning. That sort of Sunday is meant to be like my new day off. That's my ideal weekly routine or schedule to help me get my work done. And I just feel like I haven't consistently stuck with it last week. I don't know if I've ever had like a full week where I've just stuck with it. And I don't know if it's a realistic routine or not, because I haven't done it. So this week, my goal is to actually just give it a go, like give it a real fair go, no matter how tired I am, no matter how I'm feeling, just do it. And because if it's not a realistic routine, if I'm really feeling burnt out after doing it, then I know that I need to change something instead of just consistently missing it and just beating myself up about it. So that's my goal. Wish me luck. Right, it is just after 10 p.m. and I have just got like really solid 2 hours of work done. I have just added another product to my store, so I'm so glad I managed to get all that done. I am getting really worried though, because the Shopify app that I'm using to essentially suck up all the products and spit them into Google so that I can run Google shopping ads, that app is like totally broken at the moment. So that means that I can't run any Google shopping ads for any of my products right now, and that's how I get like most of my traffic and my sales. So this has been like an ongoing issue for the past week, and it's just been getting progressively like worse and worse until essentially like all my products just got excluded. I'm still waiting for the app support team to get back to me on how we can fix fix this, why this is happening. But yeah, I still haven't heard back from them. So we've gone, I think, like a couple of days without any sale. And yeah, I'm just getting a bit worried that I thought all of this would have been resolved by now. But yeah, I'm just getting a bit worried that this might be an issue that's gonna go on for longer. So universe, please help get this fixed. I just really need to get back on track, because there's no point in uploading all these new products if I can't, like, nobody sees it. But anyway, I'm trying to not stress too much about things that I can't control, because this is just something I absolutely cannot control right now. I'm at the mercy of the app support team to get back to me. All I can do is just continue to keep adding new products to my store, so that by the time the Google ads are fixed, then hopefully everything should be running smoothly. So I had a relatively late start to my day job, so I finished a bit later. Everything just sort of like ran behind schedule tonight, so I had dinner later and stuff like that, which means my kitchen is a hot mess right now, so I'm going to go sort that out before bed. And really was proud of myself for making it to running this morning. And I've got a gym class tomorrow morning, so I'll have to get up early so that I can make that in time as well. It's a 7 a.m. gym class, shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, first day of the week has been a success so far. Good morning, everyone. What is today? Today is Tuesday morning, and I just wanted to quickly share. So my new staff member it's been about a couple of weeks now since she's been working for my business. She's actually based in the Philippines, and she just messaged saying that her and her husband is planning to put down reservation on their new house this week, and just sent a message to thank me, and that she's feeling blessed about it. And yeah, it's just really nice, just so nice to be able to pay for someone's income and help them out and help them achieve their own personal milestones. So, because being able to buy a property is huge, I guess, anywhere in the world. I'm so excited for my staff member, and it's just so nice to hear things like that. And I really do hope that my staff member sticks around for a while, for the long run, and that she continues to grow with the business as well. But yeah, just wanted to share that, because yeah, that was so nice to hear. Also, just planned for today is just continuing on with the daily routine of get up early, get my workout done, just smash that self-discipline into me, do a couple of hours in the evening, and just stay on top of house chores. My life is pretty basic at the moment. It's very simple, but very hard to do. Simple, but hard, which always seems to be the way. I was really proud. I managed to actually just completely get out of bed at 5 a.m. Usually I have to kind of wake myself up a little bit by jumping on TikTok, which I'm not proud about, but TikTok sort of like wakes me up, and I do have like a 15-minute timer on it, so it just completely shuts down after 15 minutes. Otherwise I could be on it for like an hour. I didn't need it this morning. I actually woke up like naturally before my alarm went off at 5, and just got up and yeah, had a pretty like relaxing, cruisy morning, and did my journaling, my meditation, read some book, had my coffee. Like, it was just a great morning. And then went to my gym class, and I'm feeling like jelly right now. Like, my arms feel like they're about to fall off, and so do my legs. Been a good morning so far. Yeah, hopefully these good vibes keep up. Okay, so it is around 10 p.m. and I managed to do another solid evening of work, which is good. And I managed to get actually 2 products uploaded tonight, so that's really good. I am so tired right now. I thought I was going to fall asleep while working. I feel like I just did everything like half asleep, so I hope I didn't make any mistakes, because I literally felt like I was away with the fairies. I am now just going to tidy up the kitchen because I've been Failing miserably at doing that straight after dinner and then straight to bed. Good morning. Today is, I always have a mind blank. Today is Wednesday, hump day. This morning I managed to get up at 5 a.m. again and got a good yoga workout in. I'm proud of myself for getting that done and having a good productive start to the day. I wanted to share some notes. Oh, hang on just one second. I wanted to share some notes that I took this morning from a book that I'm reading called Profit Pillars, written by Parker Charles Stevenson. It's actually, I came across this book while I was going through like one of the biggest bookstores in Singapore. Almost bought the book, but I decided maybe I could get it cheaper through Amazon Kindle, but I don't think that was actually the case, so I'm kind of regret not buying the book. But anyways, this book is talking about obviously how to make an online business profitable. So that's the whole concept that I guess with any businesses we want to be profitable, right? But this book is specifically focused on online businesses, which I liked. However, I do run an online store that sells physical products, whereas the book is more focused on digital products and services. So there are some parts where I just sort of have to tweak it for my situation. But this morning I read more of the book. So every morning when I do have time, I do try to read like 15 minutes of a non-fiction book that's going to help me regarding my health or business relationships, things like that. And the book talks about 5 different profit pillars, or what I like to think of as expense types, or expense categories. And the book actually says there's 4, but because the book is focused more on services and digital products, it doesn't really count the cost of goods sold as a category type. But it does say that, if you do have a business that sells physical products, then you do have to add in that 5th category type of COGS. So pretty much the book talks about the importance of bookkeeping. If you want to hire a bookkeeper, then the book goes into details about how to find a good bookkeeper, how that's different to an accountant that takes care of your taxes, and how there are different types of accountants as well that just takes care of your basic taxes versus tax strategy and tax planning. And I guess it just depends what sort of stage you are at with your business and how much you're earning, how big is your business, things like that. But if you're a small business, then you probably do your own bookkeeping, which I do for my business. I do my own. In fact, I didn't even realize what I was doing was called bookkeeping. I just called it my financial report or logging my income and expenses, but that's essentially bookkeeping. That's keeping track of your money coming in and out and where that's coming from or where it's going out to. And then hopefully you have an accountant who at least does basic tax stuff. The book was saying that there are 5 different types of expense categories that we should be tracking as part of our bookkeeping process. The 5 different types are lead and conversion expenses, and the second one is offer delivery expenses, and the third one is cost of goods sold, and the fourth one is labor expenses, and the fifth one is operations expenses. The first one, lead and conversion expenses, that's any expenses that's related to helping you get the leads and then converting that lead into a sale. I just started reading the part that goes into more detail about the lead and conversion expenses. So that's anything to do with marketing or even anyone that you've hired to help you directly just with marketing, like a ads manager or something like that. And then it also includes any merchant fees because that's also required to help you make that sale. And then any sales commissions that you pay out to help make that sale, even though, it's technically labor costs, if it's directly related to helping you make that sale, then that should go under the lead and conversion expenses. Got it all written in my little handy notebook. And then for each of the expense types, the author goes into the ideal range of the proportion of these expenses you should have compared to your total revenue. It's saying specifically for the lead and conversion expenses, and that's the only part that I got up to so far, the ideal range is that your lead and conversion expenses are less than 20% 30% of your total revenue. And the sustainable range is 21 to 35%. And the unsustainable range is more than 35%. It's saying that if your cost of getting your lead and then converting them into a sale is more than 35% of your total revenue, then that's just not sustainable, and that you need to focus on cutting down that cost so that you're getting into more of the sustainable or ideal stage. I was really curious, so I quickly jumped onto my spreadsheet where I keep my bookkeeping, and I checked how much on average I spend on the lead and conversion expenses. And for my business, I think it was around 4% or something like that. So it's definitely in the ideal range. However, as we go down through each of these different expense categories, I think I might be potentially in the unsustainable range. So we'll see how we go with the rest of the categories, but that's just how far I got with reading that book. So yeah, I'll continue to share any updates on, because I guess, anybody running a business, we all care about profits. Yeah, I just need to sort of adjust it to what makes sense for me and the stage that my business is at, because my month fluctuates all the time. So some months I'm hugely profitable, over 200%, something crazy like that. Some months I'm making a loss. Find that every 3 months it sort of evens out, and it gives me a much better indication of how much profit I've made per month. Yeah, anyway, that's getting into quite more complicated financial stuff, but this is all important with anything really. Whether you're running a business, whether you're earning salary, you want to make sure you know exactly where your money is coming from and exactly where it's going out, how much you're putting aside for rainy days, things like that. Yeah, business is no different from any other personal income. I'm going to make myself a smoothie breakfast, and because I'm pretty hungry, yeah, just crack on with my day job. I'm working from home today, which is nice. Another day of the daily grind, really. I did also manage to squeeze in a little bit of work this morning too, apart from me just being curious about how much my profits are going and my expense types and all that stuff. I did also just quickly do a rejig of my Google ads. So something I forgot to update actually yesterday is that I finally have my Google ads back. Thank you, universe. So yeah, hopefully no more issues in the meantime with the Shopify app that I'm using to connect to my Google ads. But yeah, all my products are back, and I finally made another sale overnight, which is hallelujah. So happy about that. So yeah, hopefully I'll just get back on track and hopefully be able to meet my target for my first year of running my business. Currently I'm trying to restructure all my Google ads at the moment. I forgot what the name of this Google ads strategy was called. I'll try and put it in a caption somewhere if I can find it, but essentially it's sort of structured in a way so that it's really optimizing the negative keywords. Yeah, at the moment I'm just currently tidying that up, because I learned something through my last mastermind call with the ladies mastermind group that I'm part of, and they just mentioned something that sort of clicked with me, and I was like, oh, okay, that's really going to help me just filter those keywords even more. So yeah, I just want to make more progress with that today and see if I can upload more products tonight. If I can spend 2 more hours uploading products, then that's my weekly goal done, because my weekly goal currently is to spend 6 hours per week uploading products, and I've already done 4 hours the last couple of nights. Yeah, if I can just do tonight, then that will be amazing. I mean, technically I could just keep going and just upload more products, but there are other things that I do want to focus on a bit as well. I've been thinking a lot more about my homepage design. I haven't touched my homepage design since I launched 10 months ago, and I just want to give it a bit of a refresh. So I've been working with my staff member to see and get her to design some banner images, for example, and I've just been collecting designs that I like on Pinterest. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Yeah, and it's been a while since I've written a newsletter. My goal is to try and send a weekly newsletter to my customers, just to remind them that my business is still around, that we're still exist and, let them know about any new products or promotions and stuff like that. But I think it's been quite a few weeks since I sent out a newsletter like that. So yeah, I kind of want to spend a bit more time this week. I definitely want to get something out by the end of this week. So yeah, got lots to do. Anyways, gonna go make that smoothie. Good morning, everyone. Today is Thursday morning and there's just like so much going through my brain right now. Last night was a bit of a failure because I felt like I wasn't any more physically tired than I was compared to Monday, Tuesday night. But I just had this, like I just lost the will to do anything yesterday. After work, I was just so tired, more mentally tired than physically tired. And I decided to just not do anything. There was kind of like a part of me where I just turned on Netflix. I just made myself like really quick, easy dinner. Didn't even really give myself proper dinner. I thought, I better get up and start doing some work now. But I just never did. To make things worse, I just kept watching like my Netflix show and ended up going to bed late, which then flowed into this morning. And because I was just completely unprepared, my apartment was a mess. Like I didn't do any house chores either. I ended up getting up a bit late. Instead of getting up at 5 a.m, I got up at 6, which just threw my whole morning routine out the window. I missed my workout and I just didn't want to come back home today. I'm going into office today for my day job, but I didn't want to come back home to a messy apartment. So I decided to, instead of using the time to work out, I've decided to use it to just clean my home. So I'm feeling much better now. I've got a tidy kitchen, tidy lounge, tidy bedroom. Like I'm a happy lady. I started thinking about why I've just been so good for like 2 days straight, like Monday, Tuesday, got up early, I did my exercise, even up to yesterday morning, Wednesday morning, did my exercise. But then Wednesday evening, like everything just went out the window. I remembered about reading about self-sabotage in Brianna West's The Mountain Is You book. I highly recommend this book if anybody is wanting to change themselves for the better. I would highly recommend this book because it really makes you understand about self-sabotage, and it's not what you think it is. It's not you go off and do something knowingly that sabotages you. It's all about understanding what you are comfortable with, and because as human beings, we just like to do what's comfortable for us and what we're used to, whether it's good or bad for us. It's just what we're wired to do. Even though something might be good for you, like having productive routine, if it feels uncomfortable, even if it's good for you, if it feels uncomfortable, you will want to naturally switch back to what you are comfortable with, whether it's eating crap food, not doing productive work. I felt like yesterday was a great example of self-sabotage, and I just want to understand myself a little bit better and just remind myself of how self-sabotage works. So I decided to, while I was cleaning up my apartment this morning, I decided to start re-listening to the audiobook of The Mountain Is You, and I just got so much out of it just in like the short, 20 minutes I was listening to it. I just cannot recommend this book highly enough. Exactly what I was saying, the book introduces you to the concept of self-sabotage. One of the early exercises the book makes you do is to write down all the things that you are currently doing or feeling that you don't like. I just wrote down all the things that I don't like to do, but it's sort of not doing that thing is like stopping me from achieving my goals and moving forward and being a higher version of myself. I started listing those things like I don't like doing the dishes and doing house chores straight after dinner, although logically it just makes sense to me to do that and to keep my house clean. I don't like doing consistent days of productive business work, although that's just ultimately what I want to be doing. So there was just quite a few things like that. And what I noticed as I was listing those things was there was a theme. And the theme for me is that I don't like consistency. And maybe this is the same for a lot of people, but I don't like consistency. I don't like things that are predictable and boring. And it's like something in me that doesn't like it, just likes to switch things up, whether it's for the better or for worse. If I'm even consistently doing things that are not good for me, I like to switch it up to something that is good for me. And I just don't like it. I just don't like it when I tell myself I'm going to do these things and to do it, to be predictable, to follow the routine, to do the same thing every day. Like, my brain just resists it so much. And what the author in this book is challenging us to do is recognize, because self-sabotage is a coping mechanism for us. We do it because there is an underlying issue, and self-sabotage is just like the easy way out of it. But if we want real change, what we need to do is face the actual issue and actually get down to the root of the problem and try to fix that problem. Now, my challenge is, I guess, for the next few days or next few weeks is really explore why I don't like consistency. And it's something that I sort of have known about myself, but to just really clearly see that in the list of things that I don't like about what I'm doing, just about myself, that's stopping me from moving forward. It's just so clear. So I think for the next short term, I just want to have a deep think about why there might be, and just even being able to recognize that as a clear problem. I'm hoping that will help me move forward as well, and just be more conscious of it, just try and help push myself through it. But the book was also saying that if you are not doing the work to fix that problem and you just keep resisting and pushing yourself through the thing that you don't want to do without really addressing it properly, then you could be putting yourself in a worse situation, and you're just, I guess your brain is just continuing to associate that thing that's going to help you with more negative emotions. So just need to get down to the root of the problem and do the work. I hope I'm making sense, but if you read the book, it'll make a lot more sense. And one of the other key practical things that the author suggests is keeping a tidy, clean environment. And especially if one of your challenges is to get more work done, make sure you have like a clean, tidy, organized workstation. Sometimes we self-sabotage by keeping our environment messy. And I just 100% related to this. And I was actually telling a friend about it quite recently, actually, maybe a couple of friends, that I feel really uncomfortable when my home is like 100% clean and tidy. I feel like something bad is going to happen. I subconsciously let myself, or maybe even consciously let my environment get messy, and I just let the mess and the disorganization build up to the point where I'm like, okay, this is bothering me too much, like I actually can't get anything done, so I need to tidy it. But what I want to do is just tidy up as I go, just to do small chores and do things here and there just to keep my environment tidy. But the author was saying that some of us feel uncomfortable with that, because as soon as we have a tidy environment, it now forces us to do the work, do the hard work. Keeping a messy environment is almost like a procrastination, or like an excuse for us to not do the work, because we're like, oh, I have to tidy my space first before I can actually get anything done. So I 100% related to this. And I was just like, as I was listening to the audiobook, I was like, yes, this is me. And it's just so good to understand that, like, I have read this book before, I've listened to this audiobook before, but sometimes you forget things that you've read in a book, or you might have just not paid attention to like a specific part. And I completely don't remember like listening about the section. So I'm so glad I'm just re-listening to the audiobook again. Sometimes I do this with like non-fiction books. I reread it or re-listen to the audiobook just because you remember stuff that you've forgotten, or you might have just missed certain concepts or ideas the first time around. Anyways, that was my little blurb about self-sabotage. And today, what I want to do differently is that I want to actually, because yesterday I kind of felt like I was just winging the day and I didn't really have like a concrete plan of like time boxing things, and time boxing really works for me. I don't care what anybody says, like, if they say like structure kills creativity or whatever, like time boxing and just knowing what I have to be doing at what time and being realistic about what I can get done in a day, like that's just super helpful. So what I want to do is just structure my day, time box my day job calendar as well for today, but also just time boxing things for like things outside of my day job with my business, health and things like that, and do my very best to stick to it, but also just continue to think about why I'm not a huge fan of consistency and predictability. Okay, so it is just after 10 p.m. and I look so tired and I am tired. So I ended up having a really good productive day today, and so I'm so proud of myself. After my revelation around self-sabotage behavior, I decided to just crack on with it and just get on with some work today. Lunchtime, what did I do? Actually, I got a bit sidetracked at lunchtime today because one of my business community members reached out to me, and because I've been having great success with my business, I haven't even run my business for a full year, like 10 months into it, and I've already done hundreds of thousands of revenue so far. So yeah, so they just wanted some tips and feedback. They're just at the start of their e-commerce online store journey, so they just wanted some feedback on their new online store. I don't know, like I get really excited about helping other people out with their business, and just, you know, really keen to share as much as I can about what I know and help other people have success with their business. So got a bit distracted at lunchtime and got a bit excited to share my feedback for my community members online store. So yeah, I shared a couple of like Loom recordings with them, so hopefully that helps them. Then I managed to make my quarterly donations. So every quarter I donate a portion of my business profits to various charity organizations. So yeah, today I was able to donate $1,500, which is just amazing. Like, it just feels so nice to be able to make that kind of amount of a charity donation. And I've made the donation to, like, I feel terrible, I can't actually even remember the exact name of the charity, but I think it's called the Heart Foundation, I want to say. But yeah, since my business is in the health and fitness industry, every quarter I make donation to health related charities. So yeah, that's who I'm donating to from the profits of the past 3 months. Yeah, so I'm glad that I finally got that done, because every quarter I think the hardest part is just trying to decide which charity to donate to. So if anybody knows any good health related charities in Australia, please let me know and I will add that to the list of charities that I want to support. Feels really nice to be able to do that. So that was a good win. And then tonight I actually didn't manage to get 2 full hours of work done, because at 8 p.m. my laptop decided to start restarting itself and reinstalling the latest software. So yeah, I'm just trying to like remember like what I've been doing for the past an hour and a half. Like, I'm just looking at my laptop right now. One of the things that I did actually do is just go through some of the emails that my staff member have been sending out, and mostly she's been great, but there have been some slip-ups here and there, and even just dealing with some of the inquiries that was coming through today. Yeah, I kind of felt like one specific one, she could have handled it a bit better. So yeah, I've got my weekly catch up with her tomorrow. I've decided to try and push it to like every Friday now. So I've already given her some feedback through Slack, but there's some few other like customer emails that definitely would have written better myself. And so I just want to explain to her like the quality of the customer communication that I expect on behalf of the business from her. So definitely want to give that feedback to her. What else did I do today? I feel like I've been really busy, but what have I been busy with? Oh, that's right. I remember now. What I've just been doing for like most of tonight is that I've been restructuring my ads. In a previous vlog update, I was talking about how I've been just restructuring running my Google Shopping ads just so that the keywords, like the negative keywords, are filtered through better. So anyways, it pretty much optimizes my ads a lot better, so I'm not wasting money on like irrelevant keywords for that doesn't suit certain ad groups, things like that. And I feel like it's been working well. So I've already had, I think, 2 or 3 sales today, which is awesome that the sales are finally picking up, and they were pretty good like value orders as well. Long story short, I've been updating ads pretty much for most of tonight and then just paying off like a few supplier invoices here and there. Yeah, so it's been a good night. I'm just gonna go now and quickly do the dishes. I am so tired. Thank goodness it's Friday tomorrow, because even just like in the past an hour and a half like working, I was just so tired. Like I just felt like I was half asleep while like tidying up my ads. So I am a bit worried. Like I hope I haven't made any mistakes, because I swear I was just like half sleeping because I'm just so tired. But anyways, tomorrow I've got a gym class, so I hope I can make it to that and yeah, get through tomorrow, and then it'll be the weekend. Good morning, everyone. Today is Friday. Finally, Friday is like the happiest day of the week for me. It's just the crazy work week coming to an end. You know, we can start to wind down. The weekend hasn't started yet, but the anticipation of the weekend coming is just such a great feeling. And to make it better, it is a long weekend for the Victoria state, which is where I'm in Australia. So yeah, I'm very happy about that. Actually, no, I lied. It's Australia Day. So actually it's public holiday for everybody. But anyways, I had a great start to the morning so far. I made it to my gym class. I'm very happy about that. I need to pay a whole bunch of business invoices this morning. I've been on purpose like racking them up, not because I don't want to pay it, but because I've been waiting to get my new payment method sorted with my new American Express business credit card. Apparently there's a way to be able to use my American Express credit card to pay other businesses, even though they don't offer a payment method. Like a card payment method. So one of my biggest suppliers, unfortunately, they don't accept card payments. So I always have to do a bank transfer. And it seems like such a waste to be having such a huge expense from my business, but I can't get any rewards points for it. So I thought there was a way to do that with my new business credit card, but yeah, I just haven't heard back ever since I requested to have this new thing opened. So I just need to look into it. So unfortunately, I just have to do a bank transfer and just pay all those supplier invoices. And then another thing I have to look into is just sort out this new payment method with the credit card. So that's one thing I have to do. I've got my weekly catch up with my staff member today. I need to figure out when I can have that as well. There's just too many things I need to get done this morning. And then of course I still have my day job as well that I need to do. I've got I think I have a meeting very soon with one of my colleagues where we're going to be kicking off like a new trial experiment. So I just need to like onboard him and explain to him how this new trial is going to work. And then I've got like pretty much back-to-back meetings like all afternoon. So yeah, going to be a busy day. I can't wait until the evening comes and I can just switch off my brain and just have a rest. So yeah, wish me luck. Okay, good morning. It is Saturday morning today and it's around 11:30 a.m. right now. Had a really good start to the morning. Went for a social run with the girls and I think we did like just shy of like 5k, but it was just like a nice social easy run. So good to just start the day, and we went to like a local park. So I feel like I don't get enough nature and greenery in my life. So that was really good to just do that. that. I'm actually running behind my schedule today. So I was meant to start my business work about half an hour ago, but I'll be doing that now and just want to get a few things done today. I need to update my Google Shopping ads, so I'll be doing that. Just continuing on with the work that I started earlier this week and just restructuring all my ads. And then I do want to, what was the other thing? Oh, and then spend like a couple of hours as well uploading more new product or products. And then after that, I need to do some bookkeeping. So I'm trying to do my bookkeeping, like get everything updated twice a month. At the moment, I might have to turn it into like a weekly thing, but at the moment I've dedicated twice a month to work on that. So today is the day that I need to do that as well. So yeah, I've got like a decent amount of work ahead of me today to get done. So I'm hoping to just smash through a lot of this work and just work until up to like 5:30 p.m. And then after that, I'm just going to have dinner and just relax and have my Saturday night off, because I do not want to be spending my Saturday night working as well. So yeah, I'm really happy. It's the long weekend over here in Australia, so we get this coming Monday off as well. I will be using that day to get more business work done, so very happy about that. And yeah, no rest for the wicked. Also, I just want to share that I feel like I've been really embracing my wanting to be a better community member this year. So I have been spending quite a bit more time just in our community Slack channels, trying to just give out as much advice as I can to members where I feel like I could help them, and also just sharing my wins as well. And it's not really it's nice to be able to show off and boast about my achievement, but it's also about letting people know who maybe aren't as far ahead as me, to let them know what's possible with their business, and maybe just give a bit of like inspiration and motivation that they can be at that stage too. Because yeah, like I feel like I'm just trying to think about like what I would have wanted to see, like if I wasn't quite at that stage. What are the achievements that I want to see? Like, are people actually getting shit done? Because sometimes it can be a little bit quiet in the channels about the good achievements that people are making. So I just want to like inject those like good vibes in there and just let people know what's possible for them. Okay, so it is still Saturday today and just had a really good productive business work day. I got so much done. I have uploaded like seven products today. Mind you, some of these products, they were like a bit of a copy and paste, so it was a bit easier and quicker to get them uploaded. But I'm so proud of myself, although I was meant to put some time aside for some bookkeeping work and I just completely forgot and just bulldozed my way through and just only did product uploads today, but that's okay. At least I was still doing like productive work, so I'm gonna have to catch up on the bookkeeping work tomorrow. Earlier today, this morning, I was sorting out actually the payroll for my employee because she lives in the Philippines, and in the Philippines they have regular normal holidays, but like public holidays, but they also have like special public holidays, which means that you can either choose to take that day off without pay, or you can work and earn 30% extra for that day. So I had to reach out to my staff member and ask what she wanted to do, and she wanted to work. So so that's all good. But I manage her payroll through just like a basic spreadsheet, just because I haven't found a software yet that I like and that doesn't cost me a fortune. I just had to like add some extra columns and stuff and update the formula so that it takes account into any special public holidays that she works. And then I kind of realized that I mucked up her annual leave accrual calculation, so I kind of had to fix that up as well. I did some admin stuff just because my staff member doesn't work over the weekend, so I need to kind of take that over. So just following up on like abandoned checkout, fulfilling orders, things like that. Because I did wake up to a couple of orders this morning, which was great, got that fulfilled. But and then I actually had a friend come over today and we worked together at my apartment. So my apartment building's got like a little like coffee lounge area. She came over and we just got some we both got some like good solid work done all afternoon. And I'm pretty tired now, so I've got pizza delivered and on its way, so I'm pretty excited about that. And I'm just gonna potato all evening. Just feel like I totally deserved it because I just got so much work done, which is great. And then tomorrow I'm hoping to just wake up, not sleeping too much, and then get some weight training done. I have to do my weekly clean of my home, and then just got a little bit more work to do, and then seeing a friend tomorrow night, so that should be good. And then it was really nice. So I think I mentioned in my earlier update that I have been spending quite a bit more time in my business community Slack channel. Yeah, I've been giving out some advice wherever I can, just because I'm in a position where I can maybe give out some advice here and there. Like maybe I do know a thing or two about running an online store. Yeah, some of the questions that were being asked was, how much is everyone paying their staff members? Because a lot of the community members, they hire people in the Philippines. My advice to that would be that do like a bit of research, and then if you feel like you're not getting the quality of candidates at the pay or the salary that you've advertised, then try just raising it a bit, because I was advertising at a certain amount, which I thought, I just heard from like various community members that that's how much they were charging or paying their staff member. And then, so that's kind of what I used. I didn't really have much information to go by, but my first round of interviews, I was relatively disappointed with the quality of the candidates. Like I wasn't super stoked with anybody. I did end up hiring someone, but they didn't work out there, and they ended up resigning after like a week of working for me. And I was quite devastated by it as well. And I had invested so much time interviewing candidates and training like my first employee. And I kind of didn't want to go through the interview process again. And so even though I knew it wasn't the best person, I ended up choosing my second favorite person from the first round of interviewing. And I just shouldn't have. I should have just gone through, like, started fresh and advertised and all over again, but I just didn't want to go through that. I wanted someone to just join in a bit of a hurry, and they didn't work out either, and they ended up actually resigning after like a week of working for me too. And in fact, I was pretty close to firing them anyway myself. So I was feeling like I've hit rock bottom and thinking like, what am I doing wrong? Am I not communicating the job properly? Am I just not good at hiring people? When I actually raised the pay a bit, then like the quality of the candidates just like vastly improved. Like it was just like so much better, and I had just so many more great candidates to choose from. And that's how I ended up finding my current staff member, who's just been such a gem, like so amazing, and she's just been so great. So yeah, that's just what I would recommend. Like if you're not getting the quality, like whatever salary you end up choosing to pay, if you feel like you're not getting the quality of the candidates from that round, then don't settle, because things are just probably not going to work out if you feel like you're settling. And you gotta feel like you really have like the best person, like the right person. Yeah, just try raising the pay a little bit more by like 10%, 20%, and see if that does the trick. Hope that helps anyone else who's looking to hire, especially from overseas. But I guess that just applies to anybody really, no matter where you are. One of my mastermind members reached out to me because she wanted some advice on, got some meetings coming up with a couple of her suppliers, and I had met up with one of my suppliers in person before, so she wanted any heads up or tips around that. So I shared as much as I could around like the topics that we discussed and the questions that they asked me and the questions that I asked them and things like that. Yeah, she seemed to have found that helpful, so I was really glad to be able to help out. So I feel like this week has just been like me just trying to help out like various members, like either privately, like one-to-one, or through like our community channels as much as possible. Yeah, like it just feels so nice to be able to give back, and to even to like a community members. And like I feel like the theme of this week has been just giving back, like whether it's being able to pay for someone's salary, being able to donate to charity, giving away advice to my fellow fellow community members, and yeah, it just feels really good. Feels really good. And especially, trying to start and grow a business, especially if it's just kind of you don't have any business partners, like, it can be quite a lonely journey. And yeah, I think that's when it's even more important to be able to help other people along the way. Anyway, I'm not really sure what I'm saying at this point. I'm just very tired, so I'm gonna switch off now. Good night. Good morning. It is Sunday, and I want to say Sunday morning, but we are closely approaching noon. I think it's like 11:45 maybe at the moment. I had just done like 20 minutes of vlog recording, and I was trying out a new setup because I wanted to use my laptop to do the recording and use my iPhone to do the video recording, and hook up my Yeti microphone to my laptop so that my laptop is kind of like connecting everything together and recording it. But my iPhone didn't like it, and it didn't stay connected for long. So for like 20 minutes, I was it only caught like the first like few minutes of video, and then the rest of it, like the video is frozen, but it still recorded my voice. But I can't use that, so I need to start again. But I'm feeling a bit like demotivated now, so I'm gonna keep it short, and I'm running like totally behind schedule today. I luckily found a way where I could directly connect my microphone like to my iPhone. So I use my iPhone to do all my recording. Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and hopefully this is working. It was working when I was testing it out, so hopefully I don't spend like another this recording and nothing gets captured. But anyways, I was saying in my first recording that I got a bit inspired to use the microphone because I was watching another YouTuber's video about how he records his vlogs as if he's doing a podcast. So he was saying that for anybody who struggles like talking to the camera and just sounding a bit more natural and less robotic, just pretend that you're doing a podcast and you're just like talking to someone, and that way you could potentially just feel a little bit more natural, and maybe even just like hide your camera so it looks like you're just recording your voice, and if you're a bit camera shy, that sort of stuff. So because I've been vlogging for so long, like privately for a long time, so nobody would have seen that. So it seems like I just started vlogging, but I actually have been video recording myself for a while now, for like more than a year. So I'm fairly comfortable with it. But what I did get from that video is that I liked how he was using the microphone and treating it like a little podcast thing. So I wanted to try it out because I had this microphone for a while now from my streaming days on Twitch, and it's just been gathering dust. So I wanted to dust it off and kind of put it to use, and hopefully be able to capture better audio as well as I'm talking. Because one of the things I didn't like about just using my iPhone is, while it's great and easy to just record on the go and just vlog my life and just chat to you guys, I did feel like the quality of the audio was a bit lacking. So I'm hoping that by just being able to just plug the microphone in and just go, hopefully this will still be quite easy for me to do the vlogging but sound much better for you guys. So anyways, I was saying that I ended up waking up at 7:30 this morning, which might sound quite early still for some people on a Sunday morning, but I was actually meant to get up a lot earlier, get a workout done at 7 a.m. and clean my apartment and do a whole bunch of productive work and edit my latest weekly vlog video and publish it, all the good stuff. But all of that went out the window. So yeah, as soon as I got up, I had a really lazy, slow morning. It's Sunday. I feel like I worked so hard this week. Just something came over me and I just wanted to take things easy. I still got up and did my morning routine of like having coffee, doing my journaling, my meditations, and read a bit of book. I did read more of the Profit Pillars book as well and just got more learnings out of that. But perhaps I'll do a recording of that at another time because that's what took most of my time with my previous recording. But now I'm just running short of time and I just need to get on with my day. Yeah, I'll definitely share the learnings from that in another recording. And perhaps I'll just do like an edited video that only has just all the learnings from the Profit Pillars book so far, because like I'm just getting so much out of it. Like there's just such good nuggets in there that certainly will help me, but by sharing it, I'm hoping it'll help other small business owners as well, or maybe even larger business owners. Today, I'm I started cleaning my kitchen, but today is home clean day, so I'm going to just finish cleaning the rest of my apartment. I've been pretty good at just keeping the apartment, like trying to keep it clean throughout the day, and I absolutely love this like TikTok. I'll try and show like a bit of it somewhere. I absolutely love this TikTok that I saw this morning, and the content creator was saying that she likes to do what she calls like a closing shift of her apartment. So she sets a timer for like 20 to 30 minutes each day, and she just treats it as if it's like a closing shift. Everything just needs to get cleaned up, tidied up, get it ready for the next day. And I just love that idea, because if that's what I've been trying to do all this time, just spend a little bit of time each day just cleaning my home so that it's always clean, it's always tidy, and then there's just less work to do when I do bigger weekly home clean at the end of the week. Yeah, like I love that idea, so I'm gonna give that a go. Still doing the same thing, but just with a different idea of like, right, I'm closing up shop. It's the end of the day. I'm just going to just quickly do what I can for like half an hour. Anyway, so that's a little blurb about helping me clean, because that's honestly like a daily battle, like mental battle for me, because I just hate cleaning but I love living in a clean space, so it's just a constant internal conflict that I have each day. Like, I'm not joking, it's hard. The struggle is real. Anyways, I've got a few big things I want to get done today. I want to get a newsletter done so that I can, it's been a while since I sent out a newsletter to my customers. So I want to advertise the new products that I've uploaded this week, and just write like some content perhaps around reminding people not to give up on their 2025 goals for their health and fitness, because I feel like even just by looking at how many people are going to like both my apartment and my paid gym, there are already like much fewer people coming to the gym, and I feel like those new year, new me, like 2025 goal people have already dropped off. And you know, I just don't want my customers to give up on their health and fitness goals, so just giving them a bit of encouragement by introducing to the new products that they can purchase as well. And then I do want to do more bookkeeping and just start categorizing all my expenses according to the different profit pillars that I've been reading about, and just see how the range of my expenses, like the proportion of it to my total revenue, compares to the book's recommended ranges. Yeah, there's just like a few admin things I need to do, and then I want to edit this latest weekly vlog video. Yeah, and then I'm seeing my friend for dinner later on tonight, so that should be good. But yeah, I just got a lot to do, and I'm just so conscious that like my morning's already gone, so I'm just going to get on with it. I mean, this is probably why I'm going to wrap up my weekly vlog for the day. So thank you so much for listening in. If you're enjoying like following my business vlog journey of working as a 9-to-5 product manager, trying to juggle everything like house chores, being an adult, and running my small business at the same time, please don't forget to subscribe, and I really appreciate it if you like this video, and leave a comment below if you have any other questions around like how I'm juggling everything between my 9-to-5 job and running my small business, or if you have any other questions around running a small online store business selling physical products. Okay, thanks, bye.